Hey guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy and welcome to this brand new month with Your Guitar Academy. So every single month here on the YGA channel at YouTube, we're gonna be doing a themed month, okay? And as I said last month where we did the rock month, the classic rock, that means that the theme is gonna be based around the full course that we're gonna be showing you guys, the weekly challenges, and at the end of the month, we've got a YouTube live so that you can ask me any questions you've got about what we've studied or just generally anything else that you're struggling with. So, without further ado, this month's theme is all about songwriting. More specifically, it's going to be about songwriting within the major scale. Okay, so let me kind of go through this in the little stages with you. First up, our main course this month is called Practical Modes Ionian. All right. Now you might be thinking, oh, okay, so we're tackling modes this month. So why isn't this month's theme modes? Okay, and it's not. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because we're tackling every single mode gradually over the next months or year or so, absolutely individually. Okay, so it's as if it's its own thing, it's its own genre, it's its own style, it's its own entity. It's not just a scale within a set of scales. Okay, it's just its own entity. Okay, and when we tackle the Ionian mode, that really opens up this grounding of the major scale. Okay, so the major scale, the Ionian mode, they're kind of one and the same thing, but we will be exploring it in great depth. So the course that we're going to be kind of showing you throughout the course of this month, the Ionian course, is going to be fantastic because me and Dion are both presenting it. Initially, I start by talking you through the absolute basics of the mode. And really, when you're tackling the Ionian mode, it's all about getting that groundwork of the major scale, how to create the scale, how to harmonize the scale, and then how to use that to create magic, essentially. So how to create songs, how to create styles and everything else. So we really look at the theory behind that, which is going to allow you to start songwriting and to start really understanding songs at a much deeper level. So next time you hear that song, that Beatles track or Oasis track or whatever it is you're listening to, you might start to hear, oh, wait a second, that's a 2-5-1 in the key of this or whatever it is, because that's what we're going to explain to you in this Ionian course. So we kind of take this kind of really holistic whole approach of the mode itself. So that's going to be great fun, and when Dion takes over in that course a little later down the month, you're going to find that he's going to be taking you through a variety of genres, solos, and everything else you can do to get the most out of that individual mode. Alongside that, every single Saturday we're going to be presenting you a weekly challenge, and this month is going to be really fun because we're going to be doing songwriting. So you're going to be learning a lot of theory, a lot of concepts, and a lot of application in the main course. But for our weekly challenge, we're going to kind of have a progressive challenge, okay? Which is going to be all about you guys getting creative, okay? So I'm going to set you some goals, set you some targets, and I want you to each week go away and start putting these things together. And that's going to include creating a chord structure, followed by then developing that chord structure using various harmonizations within the major scale, and then finally creating some lead parts, whether it's a full-blown solo or even just a melody part, whatever it is, that's what we're going to be creating over the next kind of 3 weeks. So that's going to be super fun. And what I want to do in this video is just kind of demonstrate how I might do that process by myself on camera without having rehearsed a single thing with just a looper. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. But just before we do, I also want to say that at the end of the month, we've got that YouTube live. So we'll book it in, it will be on YouTube. You can kind of make sure that you've got that link handy and you can come and join me live where you can ask me any questions you have about this month or anything else you're struggling with. So let's just have a little bit of fun here. This is kind of what we're going to be doing over the next month. I really hope that you're going to be joining us on both the full course and these weekly challenges. And I'm just going to have a bit of fun here on camera. So all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be choosing a key. So I'm going to choose the key of C major, right? A nice, relatively simple key. And the concept of the key is simply taking the scale and harmonizing that within itself. Okay, so don't worry about that. We'll talk more about that in the course and in the weekly challenges. But it will give me a set of chords. And I'm now just going to pick from those chords, add a little bit of groove for my first bass loop. Okay, so let's try something out here. I'm gonna go for a little bit of a funky vibe. It's gonna go like this. And like I said, I'm literally improvising this off the top of my head, so let's just see what happens. I might go for something like this. Okay. Let's get this looped. So there's my loop, all off the top of my head, and that's something you will be able to do by the end of this course, okay? So honestly, it's great. All I've done there is play the 1 chord to the 2 chord a couple of times round, then I went to the 4 chord, the 6 chord, and then the 3 chord. For me, it's got a nice kind of groove to it. I really enjoy that. So the next step I'm gonna add to that, which is something we'll be developing the week after, is maybe some little extra bits, a little bit of sass, a little bit of excitement on top of that. I'm just gonna kind of try and do a little, kind of expand these chord positions. And now I'm thinking here, like I said, I'm doing this on the fly, so I'm gonna get a really nice little, so I've got that, I've got my A minor, so that would be F major 7, A minor would also work there, and then I've got my E minor, so I might then bring it back. Oh, that'll be nice. Okay, right. Like I said, guys, I'm just doing this on the fly. I'm gonna teach you how to do this. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, baby, there we go. And now I'm going to have a little bit of a fun. I'm going to chuck on my envelope filter because I've got this here. It's such a good sound. Just get a little picky part. Here we go. I'm just going to adjust that a little bit. Okay. That's so good. And now with the kind of part together, I'm going to do the final stage, which is just play a little bit of lead over the top of that. And I'm going to be just using my C major, my C Ionian scale, C major pentatonic. Without the envelope filter. There we have it. I enjoyed that, to be honest. I hope you guys did as well. And, you know, I'm not just sitting here showing off on camera, not deliberately anyway, I'm having fun. Yes, that's true. But what I'm showing you is basically 3 levels of development when you're creating a track. That kind of basic chord pattern, a groove, then the kind of development of kind of little harmonies within that, and then finally your melody or your solo. You know, if we're working with a singer, then a melody from the voice, but we can do that on the guitar as well. So it's super fun, guys. That's what we're going to be doing over the course of this month. So I hope you're super excited about it. Let us know in the comments if this is something that really excites you. And I look forward to seeing you guys as we go through the month. So all the best, and I'll see you soon.